Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome to SimUK, welcome back to SimRail 2021, the railway simulator. And I think potentially this is going to be a brilliant simulator. If you haven't seen our first episode where we went through the tutorial and basically made every single mistake you could possibly make, then, well, don't worry about it, because now today we're going to try and do the main route without the tutorial. One thing to note, I cannot mention any of the location names because they're really hard, so I won't even try. That loading screen would look better if it was a train, just saying. And yeah,
Welcome
let's
to
do
SimRail
it.
demo. You are at 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗃 station.
See?
Today
There's
you
no
will
way I
run
could say
passenger
that.
train 4665 on the section 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗃 You will use the 34WE electric multiple unit to operate it.
There we go. So, right. Now, I don't know for certain that I need to operate both of the batteries on both of these units, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I've learned so many things trying to make this video this morning. So many new mistakes and issues and such that I'm going to make a tutorial just to help everybody out. Right, so let's start this correctly. We start by enabling the radio. Secondly, we come over here, and this is important. We need to get the correct cabin activation. We spin all the way around till it says activation of first cabin multiple traction. Then we either hit this big red vigilance button or press the space bar to get rid of the alerts. That's sort of basically a test to make sure they're running. We'll put the lights on. Normal drive, and then we press and hold the unlock brake pipe. Now I'm deliberately doing this wrong in order to show you something. If you look down in the bottom right hand corner, you can see that the brake hose is now stuck at 32%. And you might think, well, why won't that release? It won't release, my friends, because the local brake is on. Release the local brake, do it again, you'll see that the bar comes all the way up to 5. When it gets to 5 or just before 5, it starts unlocking the actual brake pipe. You get 2 exclamation marks on the units here that will go off. That means the brakes are released. And you'll see that the pressure bar will start to build up. So we've got just over 5% here. This needs to come all the way around here to about 9% in order to have enough power to start. Let's put a pantograph up. Go to the external camera. You can see that the pantograph is not coming up. I love these new issues. Let's put the rear pantograph up and see if that goes up. No. What have I forgotten to do? What have I forgotten to do? Did I call in?
𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗃𝗃 4665 ready to approach the platforms.
Ah! This,
4665 clear to approach the platform.
this is the mistake I made before. We don't want to be in first cab of a multiple traction unit. That will cause big problems. Trust me. We need to be cabin single active traction. Now, whether that's technically accurately correct or not, I don't know. You can see the pantographs are up now. So, yeah, okay, that was my bad. You get the main switch option, press that. That gives you power. You can see power has come in here. And you'll see that the bars now have returned because we switched the cabin configuration. So we release the brake pipe, goes down to 0. That's at 0%. The brake pipe is now released. You can see that the pressure is building up here. Once that gets past 8, we should be able to accelerate away towards the first station. Now, if you configure this in the double traction configuration, the ampage will go crazy and you'll accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in the space of a second. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I am just getting over a cold, so please excuse my sneezing and sort of croaky voice. Right, we should be good to go. It says 120 kilometers down in the bottom right hand corner, but I don't think that's correct. It should be about 25 kilometers an hour. Weirdly, it's staying at 120, but whatever. Okay. So some of you mentioned that down here we do have the cruise control options. I am aware of that. I did mention that in my first video, although I didn't try it out. I may test that out today. We shall see. Right, so we're due at this station, or due to leave this station at 12:05, so we're already 13 seconds behind schedule. We're going to be even further behind schedule by the time we actually stop and get the passengers on. So the passengers obviously incredibly inebriated. Look at them, absolutely smashed. Sort of choreographed falling over going on there. Most hilarious. And right, we'll put the brake on. Shall release the right hand doors. See the mirrors pop out, you can see the passengers getting on the train. And what's interesting is they get on the train and they actually walk down the train and sit down. They don't vanish and just appear in their seat like in Dovetail Games. But we can't walk up and down the train yet. Now, that might just be because of collision issues or something like that. I don't really know. Okay, ready for departure. So let's get the door locked. Fortunately, you've missed the train if you're not already on it. So we're a little bit over speed, but we're also a minute and a half behind schedule, so I'm just going to let that go. We're only slightly over speed, not excessive. We'll be going up to about 120 kilometers an hour in a minute. But yeah, the audio in this game really impressing me. It's not surround sound audio. That's something I really hope they are going to add. Also, you can't open the window, which I think they need to sort that out. It's not groundbreaking, but it is nice to have that audio difference when you open the windows and such. I kind of like that. Things like that, and the windscreen wipers, which make no noise. I mean, there's no squeaking going on there, there's no mechanical noise, there's nothing at all. So, that needs to change. Right, we can accelerate a little bit here. Starting to get used to the controls. One thing I am struggling with is to push this forward I need to press the plus key, and to pull it back I need to press the minus key. On your keyboard obviously the plus and the minus keys are the opposite way round, so having a few little moments with that, let's say. Just try and maintain that speed. So we got 300 kilometers and we should be up to 120 kilometer. There we go. So now we can go much faster. But we've got a platform coming up in 1.5 kilometers, so we're going to have to start slowing down pretty much as soon as we get to 100 kilometers. Certainly not going to get to our maximum speed. And I will try the cruise control today, but maybe not whilst we've got lots of stations and stuff to deal with. Learning how to slow a train down perfectly for a station is definitely an art form. I haven't yet learned how to do it, so expect mistakes. We'll open doors right. We may have done that slightly before we stopped, but such is life. We're supposed to be leaving here at 12:10. We're 5 seconds late. We're actually kind of on time. I'm not sure if I'm meant to do this or whether it's automated or whatever, but I'm just trying to concentrate on what I'm supposed to be doing.
Ready for departure.
So 12:10 and 30 seconds. Lock the doors off. Pantograph says go, so we go. Again, next station is in 1.4 kilometers, so need to pay attention to that. I love seeing the freight train coming in the opposite direction. I feel like we're going a little bit too fast. I don't really know where on the platform I'm meant to be stopping. To be honest with you, I'm not trying to be that precise. Just stopping at the platform I'm meant to be stopping at is quite an achievement. So we're happy with that. Okay, doors open left. Passengers getting off, passengers getting on. Just love the way they've done that. They kind of get sucked onto the train, which I find quite funny. But the fact that they walk up and down the train itself and sit down in their seat, plus they walk up to the doors, they open the doors and they get on and off themselves. I love that. I have seen people walk up to the door, open it and then not get on. Don't know what that's all about. Anyway, what time are we supposed to be leaving here? 12:13. Look at that, we're ahead of schedule. Check me out. It's surprising. Is that an indication of... I think it is. Yeah, that's running down.
4665, ready for departure.
So we got a little tick there. I've never noticed that before. So maybe I've screwed this up a few times. Who knows? We'll find out at the end. I'm sure it'll give us some sort of breakdown. Right, 66 it looks like. Oh no. So there's a 100 km/h speed limit in 2.3 kilometers. So we're not behind schedule, so I'd probably just slow down at that speed. 3.2 kilometers to the next stop. We've got orange lights coming up in 800 meters. I would like the zoom to zoom in on where my mouse is. I would like that better. Okay, so we've still got an orange marker, so We're going to have to slow down because we don't know what the next signal is going to be. The next signal is red. Yeah, I can see it. For such a small train, it slows down really slowly. I'm not sure that's realistic, I'll be totally honest with you. It doesn't feel completely realistic. But, I mean, what do I know? What do I know? Let's be fair. Call into dispatch.
ฎąbrowa Górnicza, 4665, requesting permission to enter the station.
4665, approach to Dąbrowa Górnicza on permit signal on track number 1.
So this should now start flashing white. There we go. That means continue under caution. I can't remember what the cautionary speed is. I think it's 25 kilometers an hour. But I'm going to keep it under 20 kilometers an hour just to be absolutely certain, because I can't remember. And I don't want to get booted off. Or is it 40? It might actually be 40 kilometers an hour. Let's go a little bit faster then. Just a little bit. What time are we due in? 12:18. Okay, so we're still on schedule. I think we got a bit of an incline here, or a decline rather, as the speed of the train appears to be holding, if not increasing slightly. Okay, so we're now running a little bit late, but I hardly feel like that's my fault. I mean, maybe it is a little bit. I could definitely have been going a little bit faster. Stop here. Wow, I nearly went past the end of the platform, look. I was heading for the lights, not paying attention to the platform itself. Right, let's open left if I can. There we go. That's just getting off and on. That's great. Speed limit of 110. We got a green light, so we're good to go.
Ready for departure.
Here we go. Stop, you're too far from the vehicle, it says. Oh my god. Right, let's try and get my brain back into action here. We want to do 110 kilometers an hour. Looks like we don't have any stops for a while now, so let's see. Cruise control. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. We're going a little bit fast. Whoa, I accidentally put the emergency brake on. That's what I'm saying about pushing forward and pressing the brake button by accident. Fortunately, you can get the train going again without having to stop. Sometimes. There we go. Right, let's try and get back up to 100 kilometers an hour. And all we got to do now is watch the semaphores, basically. Okay, so we're cruising right now. So let's have a look, see here. Could do with some light in here, I tell you. So let's say cruise control 100 kilometers an hour. That's not working. Now, I did have a great message from one of you, which I can't read right now because I'm trying to drive a train, telling me how to use the cruise control, but maybe there's a setting over here. Oh, there we go. Cruise control activation on 100. Try that again. Now, is that working or not? Oh my god! Oh, I'm not trying to work out the cruise control. I'm going to go straight past this light. Or am I? I think I just saved it in time. Ooh! Just took the radio off. What an idiot. Turn the radio back on.
Engine 4665, requesting permission to enter the station.
Proceed to track number 2 at Realism station.
Okay, proceed to track number 2. Come on, brake hose, release. Oh, hang on. Still practicing, as you can see. We've got come on now, let me move. Why for you not let me move? Okay. Release the brake. By power, we've got nothing at all. No, I don't know what's going on. Go train! There we go. There we go. So technically we're supposed to be doing 40 kilometers an hour. I think we've got another red light coming up in just over a kilometre. My light's just run out of battery. All going very well. Very well indeed. Very well. Probably an expert right at this point. So okay, I'm going to keep myself at 60 kilometers an hour because I think I can slow myself down from there. Let's put a little bit of brake pressure on. Just to bring us down to a speed that I know I can stop at. A lot of red lights here. Bit of graffiti over on the walls. It's called dispatch. Cannot call dispatch at this moment in time. Try not to put the emergency brake on this time. The 12:27 is the next stop, and we're basically a minute behind schedule here. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm waiting for. Or how long we're going to be sat here waiting. That wasn't beds in back there, was it? Don't tell me that was beds in back there. Oh my god. Did I just cruise past the station? Is that what I've done here? I thought we were going through that one and on to the next one. Oh my god. I think that's what I've done. I'm pretty sure that's what I've done. Alright, let's reverse ourselves. So this must be the last stop then. Okay, I get it. Well, that's quite funny. Why isn't there a red light at the end of the station? That's what I was expecting to see. Like, you know, right at the end of the platform. That's what I was expecting. I'm pretty sure this is the station we're meant to be stopping at, so we'll just cruise on in reverse. Not in the least bit embarrassed. Okay, doors open left. See, I don't know, I'm not convinced. Still don't know if this is the... Is there any way of... Yeah, this is definitely 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗍. So, you know, I'm stopped at the station. I think I broke the demo. I get the impression that because I didn't stop, nobody's going to get on the train. Are we on track number 2? Let me see if there's any way of figuring out what I've done here. So, oh hang on, we're on track number 1. How do we get over onto track number 2 then? That'd be why it's not letting anybody get on, I guess. So let's, oh my god, how am I going to deal with this? Okay, we've locked the doors. We're in reverse. We'll back it up and see if I can figure out how to swap from track 1 to track 2. There must be a way to do it. Do I have to manually get off the train and go do it? That makes no sense whatsoever. Let's just roll back as far as we can and see what we can do. You can see there's a light there. Semaphore there. The old pentagraphs doing a bit of weirdness, but that's okay. So how far back do I need to go to be able to switch tracks here? And how do I switch tracks? I'm curious whether or not I can actually get this finished. Obviously we're going to be historically late for the 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗍 stop, but I would like to know how the rest of our stops went. I hope that's not a train. I'll be honest, I haven't been concentrating too hard, but I've not seen any crossover track options. Is that one there though? Ah, there we go, look. It's telling me to use the zoo button on the radio to call the traffic dispatcher. So let's try this again. So, let's go. Traffic dispatcher.
Benzin 4665, requesting permission to enter the station.
4665, proceed to track number 2 at Benzin Station.
So we've got permission to go to track number 2 at Benzin Station. Right, so we're in forward position. The drive handle is in neutral. I'm releasing the brake. We have permission to go to Benzin on track 2. Okay, pressures look good. We should be ready to go. Not quite. Okay. How do I get to station 2? That's my next question. I ran a red light. I just got permission to go through that red light. I was thinking there was no blinking white dot thing. Okay, so we were late for 2, early for 2, and then completely ballsed up the last one. I don't really know what happened there. I'm going to have another go at this. It's going to irritate me if I don't get all the way to the end. Okay, so that was my second look at the game. Not quite perfected it yet, but I tell you what, I'm enjoying the experience a hell of a lot. And yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Do you reckon this game's on the right tracks? Pun intended. Or do you think it's been slightly derailed? That one was unintentional. Whatever you think, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And thank you for watching. Bye for now.